In the quiet suburbs where neighbors exchange pleasantries and children play without a care, a sinister story was brewing, hidden behind closed doors. The tale of Martonio Wilder is not just a crime. It's a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk in the most unsuspecting places. Martonio, a vulnerable 8-year-old boy, fell victim to unimaginable evil perpetrated by those he trusted most. His own mother and her girlfriend. They didn't just take his life. They hid his lifeless body in the attic, turning their home into a house of horrors. Evil doesn't always wear a mask. Sometimes, it hides behind familiar smiles and comforting words. In this case, it wore the faces of a mom and her girlfriend, who concocted a horrifying scheme to conceal their crime. As the community rallied to find the missing boy, the true horror lay silently above their heads. The gruesome discovery and the web of deceit that followed sent shockwaves through the neighborhood, unveiling the sinister reality that Martonio's suffering was much more profound and prolonged than anyone could have imagined. Prepare yourself as we delve into this harrowing tale. We'll unravel the disturbing discovery of Martonio's body, the shocking details of his abuse, and the relentless pursuit of justice that followed. This isn't just a story. It's a spine-chilling reminder of the evil that can hide in plain sight. As you read, let the suspense pull you deeper into the shadows of this real-life nightmare, revealing the dark truth step by step. The night was unnervingly quiet when the police cars arrived. Blue and red lights flashed against the dark, casting eerie shadows on the old house. Inside, Londa Wilder was going about her evening, unaware of the horror about to unfold. The knock on the door was harsh and final. As the police stormed in, the air filled with panic. Her family's screams echoed through the neighborhood, a chilling symphony of chaos and desperation. The scene outside was pure bedlam. Neighbors gathered, whispering in hushed tones, their faces pale under the flickering streetlights. Londa's girlfriend, Jonna Lowe, stood frozen, her eyes wide with terror. The officers struggled to keep control as the family fought back, their cries a haunting backdrop to the unfolding nightmare. It was a moment suspended in time, drenched in fear and confusion. In the midst of this frenzy, one couldn't help but feel a cold dread creeping in. The family's home, once a place of warmth, now felt like the epicenter of something sinister. The arrest was just the beginning, the first crack in the facade. As Londa was led away, the true horror that lay within those walls was yet to be revealed. The suspense hung heavy in the air, a dark promise of what was to come. The discovery was the stuff of nightmares. Martonio Wilder, a sweet 8-year-old boy, found lifeless in the attic of his own home. The attic, a place usually reserved for forgotten relics and dusty memories, had become a tomb. Officers found him hidden away, his frail body a testament to the horrors he endured. Severe trauma marked his skin, each bruise telling a silent, horrifying story. The attic was a scene straight out of a horror film. Cobwebs clung to old boxes, and the air was thick with neglect and decay. Amidst this, Martonio's small, underweight body lay as a grim reminder of his suffering. This was no ordinary crime. It was a slow, torturous descent into darkness. The shock waves of this discovery rippled through the community, shattering any sense of normalcy. People whispered about the evil that could reside so close. The attic's secret was a dark mirror reflecting the unimaginable pain Martonio faced. The investigation, now laden with the weight of this gruesome find, delved deeper into the twisted lives of those responsible. The walls of that house held many secrets, and with each one uncovered, the sense of dread grew stronger. In a cruel twist, Londa Wilder and her girlfriend, Jonna Lowe, reported Martonio as missing, crafting a story that painted them as worried guardians. The community rallied, unaware of the sinister reality lurking behind their words. The The couple's lies spun a web of deceit, casting a dark spell over everyone involved. But the police were not easily fooled, and the truth began to unravel like threads from an old, tattered blanket. The false report was more than a lie. It was a sinister attempt to cover their tracks. They described Martonio as a troubled child who had run away, turning the community's sympathy into an unwitting shield for their evil deeds. Yet, as police peeled back the layers of their story, cracks appeared. Each lie exposed a deeper horror, making the eventual truth even more harrowing. Their deception only deepened the tragedy. What began as a plea for help morphed into a tale of betrayal and darkness. The false report delayed justice, but it couldn't prevent it. As the authorities dug deeper, the chilling reality emerged, setting the stage for a search that would bring even more gruesome details to light. The nightmare was far from over, and each revelation drew everyone closer to the heart of the horror. The police search was like something out of a grim novel. Body cam footage showed officers moving methodically through the dimly lit neighborhood, their faces set in grim determination. Every shadow seemed to whisper secrets, every alley a potential hiding place. The search was not just about finding a missing boy. It was about uncovering the darkness that had consumed a home and shattered lives. The footage revealed a community on edge, each neighbor's face a mask of fear and suspicion. Officers knocked on doors, peered into dark corners, and questioned everyone they could. The search led them inexorably back to the Wilder home, where the true horror lay hidden. Inside, the air was thick with an unspoken dread, a sense that something was terribly, irreparably wrong. When they finally turned their attention to the attic, the atmosphere shifted. The creak of the ladder, the musty smell of neglect, and then the discovery. Martonio's lifeless body, concealed in a place meant for forgotten things, was a sight that would haunt the officers forever. This wasn't just a search. It was a journey into the very heart of evil. The darkness they uncovered hinted at even more horrifying secrets to come. Martonio's small body was a canvas of horrors. Bruises, lacerations, and haunting compression marks on his neck told a story of relentless abuse. Each injury was a testament to the unimaginable suffering he endured at the hands of those who should have protected him. The medical examiner's report detailed the brutal reality. This was no accident. It was a deliberate act of evil, masked in the guise of care. The details of Martonio's abuse were beyond comprehension. His malnourished frame and the sheer number of injuries painted a picture of a life steeped in fear and pain. Each mark was a silent scream, a cry for help that went unheard. The realization that such evil could exist in plain sight was chilling, sending shivers down the spines of those who read the report. The community, once hopeful for a different outcome, now faced the brutal truth. Martonio's death was a result of sustained cruelty. The gruesome details served as a dark reminder of the potential for evil within the human soul. As the full extent of the abuse came to light, the need for justice became an urgent, almost desperate plea. The darkness surrounding his death was overwhelming, and the call for accountability grew louder. With the horrifying evidence laid bare, the authorities moved swiftly. Londa Wilder and Jonna Lowe were arrested, their charges reflecting the gravity of their crimes. Murder, child endangerment, these were not just words on a legal document but echoes of the evil acts they committed. The high bond set for Wilder, $2 million, was a stark indicator of the severity and the horror of the case. The arrest of Lowe's mother for obstruction of justice added another layer to the dark tale. It was clear this evil had deeper roots, entangling more than just the immediate perpetrators. The community watched in stunned silence as the family's home became a site of horror and disbelief. What once seemed like a place of normalcy was now a house of horrors, its dark secrets finally brought to light. As the legal process began, The weight of Martonio's death loomed large. The arrests were just the beginning of a long journey toward justice. The courtroom would reveal even more about the twisted dynamics and the evil that had flourished behind closed doors. The community's desire for justice was palpable, a collective hope that this darkness would be met with the full force of the law. As you reflect on Martonio's tragic story, it's a stark reminder that vigilance and community awareness are crucial in preventing such horrors. What would you do if you suspected a child was in danger? How can we, as a society, become better at recognizing the signs of abuse and taking action? These are questions we must ask ourselves if we want to protect the most vulnerable among us. Change begins with awareness and a commitment to act. Share this story with those around you. Talk about it. Encourage others to be vigilant and report any signs of abuse they might encounter. Together, we can make a difference and prevent such tragedies from happening again. Martonio's story, though filled with sorrow, can serve as a catalyst for change. If you found this content enlightening and important, consider subscribing to our channel and hitting the notification bell. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and join us in the fight to protect our children from evil. Your involvement could save a life. Let's be the change we wish to see in the world. Welcome to Spooky Stories. I'm Milo, your guide through the chilling and the unknown. Here, we dive into terrifying tales that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Join our community of thrill seekers, and let's explore the darkness together. Meet Sarah. Like many of us, she used to dread bedtime. Hours spent tossing and turning, waking up groggy and irritable, and worst of all, her relentless snoring that not only disturbed her sleep, but her partner's as well. Desperate for a solution, Sarah tried everything. New mattresses, white noise machines, even sleeping pills. Nothing worked until she discovered our breathing for sleep routine. One particularly frustrating night, Sarah stumbled upon an article about the power of breathing to improve sleep. Skeptical but willing to try anything, she read about our breathing for sleep routine, a simple, scientifically backed method designed to clear sinuses, enhance breathing, and eliminate oxygen blockades. It promised to guide users through a simple breathing routine for the best sleep of their lives. Intrigued, she decided to give it a shot. As she began the routine, Sarah immediately felt her sinuses clear. She followed the step-by-step guide, learning how to breathe deeply and correctly. Within minutes, she noticed a significant difference. Her breathing was smoother, more relaxed. That night, she fell asleep faster than she had in years and, incredibly, stayed asleep all night. One of the most astonishing benefits was the end of her snoring. The routine included a simple breathing hack that stopped her snoring in minutes. Sarah learned that her habit of mouth breathing was activating her survival mode, preventing her from achieving truly restful sleep. By switching to nasal breathing, she deactivated this mode and allowed her body to fully relax. The next morning, Sarah woke up feeling refreshed and rejuvenated. She couldn't remember the last time she felt so well rested. Her partner noticed the difference too. No more middle-of-the-night disruptions from her snoring. The transformation was remarkable, and Sarah knew she had found something special. Sarah's story is not unique. Many others have discovered the life-changing benefits of our breathing for sleep routine. Imagine falling asleep quickly, sleeping soundly through the night, and waking up feeling fully rested. No more snoring, no more grogginess, just deep, restorative sleep. Are you ready to transform your sleep like Sarah did? Our breathing for sleep routine is easy to follow and starts working immediately. Clear your sinuses, enhance your breathing, and remove oxygen blockades with our guided routine. Say goodbye to snoring and hello to the best sleep of your life. Check out the link for this wonder in the description and the comments.